what's up, guys? So I got some time. Hack away some more at this story. So I want to back up a little bit and talk about some of my experiences while living at the apartment with Terrell, who, if you guys have not heard in the story, is my best friend from childhood, who I would say, it's fair to say, we lived parallel lives when we were away from each other. He went through a lot of the same stuff around the same time that I did. It was weird. I'd call him and say, hey man, I just got out of jail for stealing from Walmart. Please excuse the noise, I'm at the bus station. But he would say like, oh man, me too. You know? And when he said that, you know, it always gave me goosebumps to know that, okay, yeah, there is somebody out there that I share something with spiritually. So when we got our apartment and everything like that, I told you, it all happened in like 48 hours. We had a plan to do it, but we didn't really know how to go about it. And then at the same time, we didn't understand, like, when you keep checking your credit, you know, that actually affects your credit. So when we moved into the apartment, it was agreed that, you know, I was sleeping, I'm in the room and he's in the living room, which is basically two different rooms for two people. You know, everything as far as cleanliness and everything was on point. He comes from a family that they didn't have a lot of the things that most families have, as far as like a washer and a dryer and a hot shower and stuff. So his upkeep with his hygiene was less than desired. But when it came to just taking out the trash, washing dishes and stuff like that, you know, we made a great team. And it was, you know, a couple more things other than, you know, as far as getting to work on time and, you know, just taking care of the things that was right in front of us. You know, we had a very kindred spirit when it came to those things. I had got a dog soon into the apartment. I think we were there for maybe 4 months. And I got a dog. Her name was Sunny. I got her from the rescue center. And when I got the dog, she was like a medium-sized dog. She was what they call them dogs, man? Border collie. And so she had a lot of energy. And I thought that she would be a dog that I could take everywhere with me. And I ended up getting a job at Spring Creek Barbecue, where I took her to work with me, thinking I could just keep her in the car. And she completely tore the car apart, so much that outside of what I already felt guilty for as far as putting Terrell through, that one right there was one where I had to just calm myself down, because the damage that she caused to this car was irreversible. And I knew that it would break his heart. You know, Terrell holds a lot of value in material things. So, you know, not to belittle what's important to him, but I knew that because it was, you know, this is something that I put myself in his shoes and was like, bro, if somebody called me and told me this happened to my car, man, I would just break down. So I called him, and what she did was she pooped and pissed all in the car. She started biting the seat, bit the cushion all out the back of the seat, the headrest, just completely, you know, tore the car up. Started destroying the lining of the window, the little rubber piece that goes around the window, you know, to keep the rain from coming in. And so when I saw that damage, I was just immediately hit with guilt on another level. And so I called him, and when I told him, he was in the bathroom doing his dreads, and I called him and I told him, I said, man, look, bro, I'm gonna just show you what happened. And when I showed him, man, he just, of course, the reaction that he had was like, he was heartbroken. And I told him, I said, bro, I'm so sorry, man. Like, these were times in my life where I never thought that I would feel, not in a way that's egotistical, but I never thought that I would, be in need of Terrell's forgiveness. Everything that was happening was putting me in a position where I was really wanting his forgiveness. And because I would always tell him, bro, no matter what I say and what I know to be and how intelligent I may come off, bro, like I still make mistakes. I do boneheaded shit that I beat myself up over. I am my own worst critic, So I told him, bro, don't ever think that I'm just on this like I'm putting myself on a pedestal to make myself seem like I'm just incapable of making bad choices. Like, nah, that's not the case, bro. And so, with that being said, of course he checked it out and everything, and I told him that I would fix it. Of course, I had expectations on getting the cash and all that and fixing it, in due time. Because again, I felt like, I really messed up in that area. And it was a guy next door. We had a neighbor, old man. He was on a walker, looked like he was maybe in his late 60s. And when I would take the dog out in the morning, go to the bathroom, I didn't take her to work with me no more. And once again, starting a new job, this is now something that within like a couple of days of working there, they're like, bro, what's wrong? And I was like, man, y'all won't believe what just happened. So again, it already set the tone that, like, even though, it happened, it set a tone of like, damn, bro, like this dude be going through it. Like, I don't think I want his personality around here because, outside of the fact that, they understood, like, damn, bro, and they came outside and saw what happened. It still just set a tone. It's almost like having somebody on the job that just got out of prison. It's like you kind of feel sorry for them, or like, but in a sense you kind of like, well, damn, if he go through anything, I kind of know now his background is in regards to him going to prison. So now they kind of think that they got a background in regards to my life, like, oh, okay, he does go through some hard, shit. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't cause that, but the point is that set a bad tone with me barely working there. And when that happened, the old man outside, I told y'all, the old man he keep coming up, he'll come outside and he'll say, this is no good, man, this is no good. And he's saying it, with a Hispanic accent. And because what he was referring to was the dog, I don't clean up after my dog, which I don't, because I'm a naturalist. Cleaning up dog shit, I understand like the hazard in not doing it, but you're not gonna tell me to do something that you see a dude coming down here with a pit bull and you don't have nothing to say to him because he is Hispanic. I don't pull the race card. I just look at it for what it is. You don't heckle him. I don't care if he was green. You don't bother him, and I know why. So this would be something that's routine. He would just come up, man, this is no good. This is no good. This is no good. And he would do that all the time. And it got to the point where, I told Terrell I would, be at work, and I told him like, hey, bro, can you walk the dog or whatever? And Terrell would tell me occasionally like, here you go, bro. He messing with me again. And one day he did it so much so I did not pay no pet deposit. I didn't pay no pet deposit because, once again, I'm a naturalist. And if somebody tell me, well, you pay a pet deposit, bro, because what if the dog tear up stuff in the house, and you going, man, shut that shit up. I'm going to try to fix it my damn self. And if the dog is really doing all of that, then I probably would know to, like, okay, I got to get rid of it. So you can hit me with all that legality shit. I don't care, bro. Like, I'm old school with this shit. You know what I'm saying? If the dog tearing up stuff and stuff like that, there are ways to handle that, and it's not, beating the dog or nothing, but it's like, okay, well, you gonna have to be in a cage or something like that. Like I would have made do. But this dude, once again, man, just some like weird ass divine shit where he basically complained so much about the dog until I had to get rid of it. And then once again, man, Terrell had to do something on my behalf because of my boneheaded decision, which he had to pay the fee. He had to pay the fee for me not paying for the pet deposit. So again, man, I'm fucking up in ways that I'm always having to talk to Terrell like, yo, man, like, please forgive me, bro. Like, I do 99 things correct, but then, that 1% is like 1,000 little things that I'm like, I'm holding us back. I'm holding you back. I was always honest with myself about that. And, I think Terrell understood the fact that I was different in a spiritual sense, that he's seen a lot of the things that went on with me outside of my control. He saw it, and he would be like, man, like, it's weird how, he would just see it. It wasn't something that I didn't need to manipulate him. I didn't need to beat him over the head with all of these scenarios. He just saw it. He knew I wasn't a guy that talked a lot. So he knew, like, oh, yeah, like, it is something, like, I see what's different about you, bro, that's like, putting you in these positions where you end up coming up short. And, again, that's all credit to my dad with not raising me with no victim-like mentality. Everything happening to me because of somebody else. Nah, that's not the truth. And so, yeah, man, we ended up having to get rid of the dog. I was so messed up in the head when I had to get rid of it that I told Terrell, I said, bro, can you drive? Because I'm so angry, and then come to find out the old man passed away a couple days later. So you came into my life to just heckle me about this dog, so much so that I had to get rid of it. And then I told Terrell, I said, Terrell, you notice we've never seen him again? He was like, yeah, man, that's pretty crazy. Like, yeah, I know, man. Like, so had to give that dog up. So, I told y'all about the neighbor Tim. We met Tim. Tim was the type of dude, Caucasian, redhead guy who walked around the complex drinking, trying to bang these Mexican chicks, that have low standards. And, Terrell would be outside and stuff like that, and they formed a relationship, a friendship. And, they would sit outside for hours on hours, man. Tim had to go to work at 6. Sometimes Tim would not even go to sleep. Tim would be up all night, standing up outside talking with Terrell, drinking. We had another friend / neighbor, but he was caught up in some criminal stuff where he just left. And we never saw him again, but Tim and Terrell did form a relationship that Terrell started to explain a lot of the things that we were going through to Tim. And, I told you guys, my health was so bad that, Tim would ask, like, what's wrong with him? Why doesn't he talk? Why doesn't he hang out with us? Why does he kind of look like he's always pissed off? And Terrell would be like, bro, he be dealing with headaches and shit. And he just not, his energy levels is not up to ours. And so it was understood, but it was still something like when you had to actually deal with me or actually talk or anything like that, you got a sense of like, I'm just an unlikable person. Not even got nothing to do with the headaches or nothing, like just my movements and how I blink slow, and I kind of look at everybody like, oh fuck, like, that right there really spoke volume, and it, again, I've been going through that since grade school, where somebody say, man, it's okay, smile and all this other stuff that I don't even like defending it. But I have to, because my normal reaction, it would be like, just shut the fuck up and get out of my face. Now you finna, get the reaction that you thought, so, I did have a chick that I used to mess with named Paula. She was a Hispanic. And, I mean, by far, she was probably the biggest chick I ever messed with. I mean, that to me was totally a no-go, but it was, you know, your standards change as you get older. And I can honestly say, like, I mean, she was very pretty, so outside of that, you know, not much to be desired, but like a C+, C- type of chick. When I did that and I brought her, and again, the way I treat even females is like, you would think we were married for 10 years already. Come in the house, hey man, hey Terrell, this is Paula, that's Terrell. You can go have a seat if you want to. I'm gonna be out real quick. Boom, come back. You ready to go? All right, let's roll. Terrell, we'll holler at you later, bro. Like, you would think she's my sister, or we've been married for so long, because there is no breaking the ice with me, man. Like, I'm like this bus station. Like, I'm always here. I'm always be here. Ain't nothing gonna change. And you can expect the same service out of me as yesterday, same as today and tomorrow. Would even and even conducted myself in a spontaneous, unpredictable type of manner, man, where it's like, hell, I surprise myself with the shit that I do, the shit that I say, my reaction to stuff, the timeliness of things. You know, it trips me out too. So when I would do this, in my mind, that's how I am. Like, bro, this ain't no big deal. Like, this chick might not even be here. You know what I'm saying? You might never see this motherfucker. So, like, don't think that this is some shit I'm trying to show off. But that's the way he took it. So what does he do? He calls up this chick that he was dating before I came and lived with him in Sugar Land named Emma. And he has Emma over. I come in the house one day and I see Emma in the bed. And I'm looking at this nigga and I'm like, oh boy. Like, I already know what your mindset is and behind why she's here, bro. You know, you feel like I'm finna be bringing women in here through and through. I told you before we even lived together, like, that's not the type of guy I am. And so it really, you know, did she ever come over anymore after that? No. So to me, that was like, bro, you must have been really begging somebody to bring their ass over here. You know, we got our own place, and you know, you paying majority of the bills, and then you feel like, well, I need me to, you know, that, and that's my problem. That's my problem. Doing those things don't give your life meaning, but it's having some chick around you that I guess is rubbing your chest and doing all this weird shit, making you feel like you got some sense of value. I guess that's what you want. And that's why I said that it would just irritate the hell out of me. I don't have a problem with you having a female or anything like that. But when it look like you trying to do some shit based off of the fact like, well, I want one too. No, man, that shit look weak. That shit look weak. So that was a, you know, situation. Me and Paula didn't like my personality because her sister was a lesbian. So I would tell her, man, can you imagine how and your sister's pretty. She's very pretty. Why would she want to go, you know, try to sag her pants and be a dude? Like, why? Can you imagine her mental, the mental, counterproductive mindset that she has? And she's saying stuff like that. People will much rather grow up with the unstable nature of a family member than to try to correct it. You know, making them either a boy or a girl, man or a woman. You know, they would rather just live with the fact that, okay, my sister gay and all that, you know, and they don't even want to approach the fact of like, bro, why are you like this? So she didn't really want to mess with me no more after I did that. And I showed her a movie that was just sick as shit called Green Inferno. And she seen me to be like, it's like for somebody who ride roller coasters, like, it looked fun till you on that motherfucker and you like, bro, all this whipping from side to side, I feel like I'm gonna fly out the damn thing and all that. That's what it is dealing with me. You hear how I talk and, you know, all of that. It's like, man, this dude, he okay, until I say some stuff that got to do with you, which is indirect, but it's like, when I talk about, I say, man, you know, a lot of these dudes out here, you got these beards, everybody got a beard, and you want to wear like a tight fitted shirt and call yourself a king and, you know, black power this and all that, man. These dudes are fucking morons. There ain't nothing about them that's trailblazing, original. They all fell victim to some of this. I always say it's like 10 things that people fall victim to, and it's like out of them 10, man, I could say for myself, it's gaming. Some people might look at me like, right now, be like, why you playing a Nintendo and you homeless, man? You need to sell that, and you need to get you this and get you that, so to help you get about it. And I'm like, well, man, that's a vital part of my entertainment. Without that, and my phone disconnected. I'm one of these people that's just smoking weed, just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Just doing nothing. That game takes, you know, that plays a key part of my life in my daily routine for damn near 2 hours a day. Some days I be playing and don't really even want to play it. You know, because it's just I don't feel right playing it. So out of 10 things to get caught up in, that's one for me. I'm not caught up in dreads. I'm not caught up in tattoos. I'm not caught up in social media. I'm not caught up in, you name it. I mean, a lot of stuff I did it early and I got it over with. Trends and all that stuff, man, I got over that. I see some people, bro, homeless in my position, and they wearing clothes that you like, how the hell? But they got a mentality of like, I ain't wearing them bum ass shoes, I ain't wearing them bum ass pants. Like, nigga, you homeless. Like, you don't really have any say so. Just like yesterday, I went to the food bank, and you be amazed, man. They have people in the food bank that are actually returning things based in the fact that, like, they want to come there as if it's Toys R Us. They don't want no beans. They don't want bags of rice. They don't want fruit and vegetables. They want cookies. They want cereal. They want sweet bread. They want a lot of that nonsense. I watched this dude yesterday, two of them, an Indian dude, which, man, it's just, these people disgust me. These kind of people disgust me. And these be the motherfuckers I be talking about. They be in these $400 shoes, expensive pants, shirt tucked in, button-up shirt, and you fucking homeless. So I guess you must have came to America with a pretty good bankroll to buy yourself clothes that you don't see these people wearing Starter or anything like that. They're wearing these weird brands that in our society is like $60 Jordan shorts, like some athletic shorts is like $60. Like, you lost your damn mind? Some Jordan socks. I remember when we went through that period where I was like, it's socks for $60. 2 socks for $60. You lost your damn mind. But I'm looking at this dude and I wanted to make a video. My phone was dying, but I said, man, this dude up in here actually going through this bag. Now I understand. Like, I just started returning stuff because I saw them doing it. Because I got too much of it. I have too many beans, too many like pasta noodles and stuff that I can't do nothing with that. But I didn't take it back. And you hear this dude there. Do you guys have any noodles with beef without the beef? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This is a service that they're doing this out of kindness of their freaking hearts. And you in here talking about, do you have this that don't have that in it? Do you have any more of that? Do you have any more of it? And I mean, this dude, everything they bring, you can hear them in the kid. You can hear them in there when he was out. Like, this dude is actually doing this. And I mean, I'm looking at this man in straight disgust. I wanted him to look around. I wanted him to turn around and look at me so I can say, like, you disgust me. These people here trying to help us, and you over here, I want this without that. Do you have any more of this? Man, get your ass out of here. And then you had another nigga over there. Dumb, retarded, bum-ass nigga. And he returning black beans. He talking about, yeah, that bread hard. It's because it's frozen, you idiot. It's preserved. It was some type of like ciabatta bread or something. I took it. I took the bread. He left it on the table. Talking about it's hard. I'm like, nigga, it's because it's frozen, you idiot. But he just going through all of this stuff. I don't want to hit. And I hit a lady over there was like, you want some cookies or something? He's like, oh yeah, I want some cookies. I'm like, boy, you niggas make me sick. Got the nerve to come up in here telling these people, man, I take this, but I don't want that though. Like, come on, man. But I mean, whatever. So that was that. But yeah, man. Tim and Terrell's relationship, it was something that I told Terrell. I said, it's good that you have a friendship like that, because I'm not the guy that's gonna, I don't give false praise. You come over here and you telling me, look, man, look at my characters I created on a game, when they're just replicas of characters in real life. Batman, Superman, Flash. That doesn't excite me, motherfucker. You can't tell me that these are my characters and these ain't came from. And you know what I used to always tell them? Where's your character? Where's you? You never create your damn self. Where are you at on the game? Shows me you have no fucking imagination whatsoever to even start a premise of what you would be like as a superhero or a villain or whatever. Constantly, and then he'd had these days where he'd be, sitting at the table drawing, of course drinking, doing all this shit, but you had these stints where you just coming home drawing. Just see, in his behavior like that, where I don't mind a nigga wanting to switch it up, change it up or whatever, but you just look so fucking lost and confused. You look like, because you drink so goddamn much, that your decision making is like from moment to moment. It is truly disgusting to watch. It really is. And it shows the mental retardation. I told you guys, there's a level of retardation there. And I told him, I said, that's why it's fortunate that you have friendships with people that aren't on my level, because then it would make you feel like you have no value, and like and I do value like our friendship. I do. But I'm finna head back to the crib, man. Been talking long enough. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Comment on it. I'm out.